Hey guys, how you doing? Today we will follow up the Dutch brothers, right? Actually, I introduced this stock um, 1 year before in Hong Kong channel, but at the time the value is very high, right? The value is very high, and um, I remember Peter Lynch been saying, never buy any stock or any company with the name of the second of which one. Dutch Brothers have a name of the second of Starbucks at the time when it goes to IPO. And then I think it's quite near Starbucks is the crash of the stock prices, right? I think that's the thing that they are quite like each other. So avoid Dutch Brothers stock during the inflation period. The performance is very bad. And I think if the inflation goes on, then I'm afraid that the company have some problem in the finance. So actually, I will take some time to introduce. I'm not going to very detailedly introduce this company again because I did it before. And this company from now is already 30 years. It was established in 1992, 30 years from now already. Okay, our Falcon portfolio a little bit better because yesterday both index performs a little bit better, but the confidence is still weak. Right, it's very weak. Right, so our Falcon portfolio increased 1% to 45%. So if you have any stock you want me to analyze, you can leave your message under the YouTube, or you can email directly to me by Usstockmarketweekly at gmail.com. And this is our Falcon 350,000 portfolio. And you can see that our portfolio been 45%, right, after about more than 2 years. And this year we are losing 24%. And this is our cover. I specially pick up this for you so you can easily see that actually Dutch Brothers is a car shop. It's a car shop. So when you park there, when you park your car there, then you buy a drink from them, right? That is what they're selling. That is the way of the selling. When you park your car there for acting the fuel, and then you buy a drink from them, right? That's what it is. And yesterday Dow Jones just rised a little bit, right? Rise a little bit, but I can honestly tell you that the confidence of the market is still very weak. And Nasdaq nearly the same, right? Rising 1.62%. Why this happened? Because the U.S. 10 years Treasury bond then actually 1 week before is near to 3.2, right? So it come down a little bit. So yesterday we got a rebound, but I don't think that it will last long. So we started for the Dutch brothers. So today what we analyze the period is the first 3 months of this year. That means January, February, and March. And this report is announced on last month, May 26th. Right, that means about 1 month before. So show you the Dutch brothers stock prices, right? Is quite scary, right? So it dropped it more than from the peak. It dropped it more than half. The peak is 81.4 US dollar, and then yesterday is 36.28 US dollar. That means it dropped it more than 50% with no PE ratio because all along she is losing, right? So we take a look and compare with what she is claimed to be the second of Starbucks. So you can see that Starbucks also not performing very well. Right? It dropped at 40% from the peak. But still, Starbucks has a PE ratio. That means Starbucks still is earning, but the earning is very weak. And this is the drink that they're selling. When you park your car there and then adding the fuel, then you can buy a drink from them, right? This is what their drinks. Dutch classics, Blue Rebel, tea, whatsoever. A lot of things for you to pick up. And then if like the other company, actually Dutch Brothers is not a tech stock, right? Not a tech stock, right? Some people then classify it as a tech stock. I don't understand, right? So you can quickly see that for the quarterly revenue, even for the first quarter of this year, the revenue is still increasing. If you just look at this figure, then all goes well, right? All goes well, right? Still increasing. And this is even more aggressive, and we can see that they give Dutch Brothers a long-term potential of sky high, but actually what we just saw, we are going to show you is not, it is in the another way around, right? So I'll show you this one. This is from the first 3 months of 2022. I just show you some, no need to show all, then you can see how bad now is for Dutch Brothers. Revenue increased by 55%, but the cost and expense increased by 62.75%. So it must be a loss. But actually, last year, the same period, already a loss. So it lost more. And the loss increased 2.3 times. 1 year before the same period, she just lost 4.8 million, right? Not adjusted is a net loss. But this year, same period, she lost 16.28 million US dollar. It's terrible. It's really terrible. And it's the first time I saw a company with the total asset decreasing. The total asset decreased from last year, same period, by 60%. But in the contrary, the total liability increased by 98%, nearly a double. So the finance must have some problem, right? The cash on hand sheet has the cash on hand is 53.68 million US dollar. And the current liability is 47.6 million. So all gone. If all the cash pay all the current liability, then everything is gone. Of course, it is not going to happen because she may not need to pay everything. And she is earning the money, but she is losing. Remember, for every drink she show out, she's losing, right? And the long-term liability is 98 million US dollar. Remember that, right? This may be the quite important reason why she is losing. She also has franchised shops, right? But the point is, we can see that she operated by her own a lot of shops, and in the past 1 year, she increased a lot of shops operated by herself. She increased it from 182 to 271, right? That's all operated by herself. And the franchised shops, she just increased it very little, from 259 just to 267. And we can see that the Dutch reward member registration quickly decreased from 1.5 million people to 0.489 million people. That means lost more than 70%. Less and less people got the registration of the Dutch rewards members. Right? I think that may be the only reason she's quite losing. That means for every cup of drink she shows, she lost. Right? And this is the adjusted. For the adjusted net income, 1 year before, she earns in the same period, she earns 12.27 million US dollar, right? And for this year, the same period, she lost 2.5 million US dollar. Although it just adjusted, but maybe she is just still losing, because for those investing or financing, they are still earning or losing, but just not directly related to the business. This is adjusted, it just show you how about the business. Maybe she is just actually losing. We don't know. We have to look at the figures. And this is maybe the reason that less, they may park the car, but they may not buy the drinks, or they may not have the ability to put up the price, right? So we can see that for the United States gasoline prices, wow, increased very sharply, right? Especially for the red area. And then we can conclude what makes her selling, her profit so bad, her revenue increasing, is the labor tightness or the wage inflation, right? The salary increased sharply. Inflation, we all know that about the drain, about the raw material, something like that. And then is the gas prices. Gas prices. Remember, they are putting their shops in the gas station, right? And then you can see very clearly the monthly change in the eating and drinking pays employment. You can see there is a sharp decrease of that just from the start of this year, January 2022. Sharply decreased, right? So I have made a summary of that. You can easily see. The cash she has on hand now is 53.68 million US dollar, and the current liability is 47.6 million. That means if she used the cash to pay all the current liability, then she has no cash, right? And then she still have a long-term liability of 98 million US dollar. But if she is still earning every day, no problem, but she is losing. You can see that for every 3 months, she lose 16.28 million US dollar. So what's she gonna do? She's losing when she open the door every day. What's she gonna do? Cut the shops, all right? And cut the staffs, cut the workers, and then borrow more money from the bank. And then maybe she further put up the prices, the selling price, I don't know. Because if she further put up the prices, maybe less people come. Or they even come, they may not buy the drink. I don't know. So her finance should have some problem now. So avoid this stock. Avoid this stock unless she shows a positive result to you. Right? So for analyze of the US stock for so long, this one is the first time I saw so bad. Very bad. It's really very bad. You can see the total asset decreased much, but the liability just sharply increased in the contrary. So her finance is bad. So don't touch this stock unless she's been saved. I don't know. Maybe she cannot be saved, right? I don't know. Okay, so we share up to here, and thanks for watching. And if you like this video, please give me a like, and then you can share to your friends if you think she will like this, they will like this video. So please help to press the subscribe button down under, and then you can also press the bell icon. Then whenever there is a new video uploaded, YouTube will inform you. Okay, so I hope everyone have a very peaceful weekend. See you next week. Bye bye.